All right, so I am going to review the 2025-2026 ACE recording template, as well as show you what that looks like on our website and how you submit your requirements. So first we have our general information tab. This just goes over changes that have been made to ACE this program year. Then you've got your pulse checks tab, and that's a calendar at a glance. So it tells you all of the deadlines throughout the year, and then as well as the dates of all of the pulse checks. Then you have your blue tab, and this is your chapter affiliation requirements. So chapter affiliation requirements are baseline items that every chapter should complete to be considered an active chapter. So think of these as more like a yearly to-do list. There are 8 chapter affiliation requirements. So here you'll see what they are. In column C, you will see the deadline for those requirements. In column D here in the purple, you'll notice that some of the requirements have bonus opportunities. In this pink column, column E, those are resources for you to hopefully make completing these requirements a little bit easier. So some of them are examples or links to more detailed information about the requirement. In column F, this orange column, there's directions on how you submit these requirements. And again, I am going to show you that later in this video. And then these last 2 columns are here for you to use if you would like. So if you're someone who likes to track your ACE submissions, those would be a great spot to do so. Now, something I do want to note about the chapter affiliation requirements. Since they are kind of checklist items, right, that chapters should be doing to be considered active, you do not receive any ACE points for submitting chapter affiliation requirements unless there is a bonus opportunity that you've completed. So, for example, if you submit your chapter bylaws, you will not see that reflected on the ACE website for points, right? Because there's no bonus opportunity with it. Whereas here, for submitting your chapter officers, if you submit before or by June 15th, you would receive 100 bonus points. However, if you submitted anytime after that date, you won't see any points at all reflected. So that's just something to know. All right, so then we have this resources tab, and this really goes over the chapter affiliation requirements in depth. So if you're someone who is new to ACE, I would suggest checking out this tab. It's got a lot of links here and also contact information for each specific requirement. All right, then we have our key performance indicators, and this is where a bulk of the points come from. So you'll see we have several different categories here, and then we have different tiers. So for membership growth, you have to complete tier 1 before you move on to tier 2. And same thing, you have to complete tiers 1 and 2 before you can complete tier 3. Now, the bonus opportunities, they can be completed at any time. You don't have to wait to complete all of the tiers to receive the bonus there. And again, this last category, or this last column, is just for you if you would like to track the amount of points that you have earned throughout the program year. All right. And then this last tab on the bottom is membership growth. That's going to go with this row of requirements. So that's there for you to use. So if you're trying to see what is 10% of your annual growth, you would go to this tab, you find your chapter, and then it's going to tell you how many people you should have in your membership in order to meet each individual goal. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like on our website. So 2 different ways to get to the ACE requirements. First would be by logging into my AGA, and on the right side here you'll see a link to chapter resources. Now alternatively, you can type that in the search bar at the top and it'll pop up for you as well. So once you get to chapter resources, you're going to find achievements of chapter excellence and expand that.